Since you first came, how has football and just sports environment in general changed here?
It hasn't changed too much. Just more kids,
That
probably more than
definitely helps,
anything.
yeah.
Just more players.
How have the fans changed? Because I remember whenever we were
Yeah,
doing it.
it's a lot more fan base, a lot more people getting involved. But some of that just has to do with winning, and
Definitely.
the more people you get in the program, more people that come and stay around for the games, and so it naturally I think would have gotten bigger, but obviously winning.
You're always known for your offense.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, offensive guru, as some
Yeah,
would say.
right.
But the defense, especially in recent years, has gotten
A lot better.
lots better.
It has, and some of that. Again, I think it's a numbers game. God, when you played, I bet we only had 60 kids in the whole program, probably 40, 35 on the varsity. And that's hard to win. Kids playing both ways, and now when we got 80 to 85 kids on the varsity, kids aren't having to play the whole game.
So you have more rotation with one
and they
defense.
know the defense. Once you get, once you. Most of these kids have been in the same defense, the same, you know what I mean? So it's just second nature to them. First day of summer, I'm not having to install everything. They
Definitely.
know most of it, so that's a huge. So now you're just spending time mastering something, hopefully instead of learning it. So,
In your words, what role do the assistants play?
man, it's a huge role probably. We wouldn't be where we're at without those guys. I'm lucky that I have a lot of these guys have been around since you've been there, since day one even, and so that's huge. The stability of a coaching staff, because just like the kids, they know what I want. I know what they need for me, time wise, money, whatever,
Yeah.
anything like that. We know what each other needs, what we're thinking, and so if you had new people every time, and you're always reteaching them. And then, you know what I mean? So it's never the same thing. So these kids are getting the same teaching from the same people. Probably on average, I've probably had a half of a coach to one coach per year probably leave, maybe one every 2 years.
And how many do you have total then? Probably?
Right now, I think I got 7 or 8 assistants. And maybe 2 volunteers, so 10 total, 9 or 10 total.
What does it take to win a championship? Like, where do you start at?
First, you gotta have talent. You gotta have good players.
That always helps.
Yeah, that's number one. That's a good question. You gotta have so many things, honestly. You gotta have good talent. You gotta have a good coaching staff. Kids have to believe, and you gotta have, like I said, you gotta have a certain amount of kids to win at the level we're at. If you gotta have numbers, and that's important. You gotta be lucky.
And then kind of going on with that, I mean, it's been 4 years in a row. So how do you keep up the consistency of that?
Man, again, talent, and like I said before, coaching staff's been together. But the kids now, it's to the point now where they believe they're going to win. I mean, they really do.
Almost expect it.
And I thought that was overrated, but, these kids have all been through it, so nothing changes. And so like I said, first day of summer, I'll be at step 5 when a lot of people are at step 1.
Yeah.
That's huge. I mean, it's a big difference. So.
And then do you think it helps, like, the regular season, you're usually playing, like, 5A schools, and it's just a tough
huge,
conference in general.
Do
you think that really...
To play Griffin, Chatham, Jacksonville, Springfield High every year, that's big, because when we go play some teams that just haven't played the same competition, we're just... Even though we're not physically faster maybe than some of those teams, we've played faster, and so they adapt, and... So those teams, that they almost seem slow then, kind of.
This has been Luke Kobler reporting for the Ocho Cinco News Network.